In this video, we are going to write a program in Mathematica that will allow us to find prime and composite numbers from a list of random integers, and put them in different lists in different color. So let's get started. Before going into the main program, we will review the functions of some of the key commands that we are going to use in our program. First, we will see the command random integer. Random integer basically returns you a specific number of randomly chosen integers from a specified range. Here we are going to use this command here. That gives a list of pseudo-random integers. For example, suppose we want 3 random integers between 1 to 10 inclusive. Then we will write the range between the curly brackets here and the number of integers here. So here it comes. Again, if we wanted 10 random integers from, say 50 to 100, then we just write this. Now, we will see the function of prime q. The prime q is a built-in function in Mathematica that will return true if the input argument is a prime number, and false otherwise. Here, you can see some examples where prime q has been used. Now, we will see how the command, if, works. The if command is oftenly used in many programs, and one of the most important commands. In this structure of the if command, here we write our desired condition, and here, in place of t, we write the actions if the condition is true. And in place of if, we write the actions if the condition is false. And the u here is optional. If the condition is neither true or false, then we can write here a message. For example, say we assign 5 as the value of n. Now we want to get a message, that is, if the value of n is 5, then, we want to get the message, true. For this we have to just write, print true, and if the value of n is not 5 then we want the message false, for this we write print false. Now, we will see how the command, do, works. Do is another very important command in Mathematica, which is used to do an action repeatedly. In this structure of the do command, here, the action which is going to be repeated in each iteration, is written, and here the number of iterations is defined, which is a single integer. For example, suppose I want to print the word Mathematica 5 times, and assign the word Mathematica in the variable t. Now, I will write the code here as, do, then, print, t, and 5. Now, the output will show the word Mathematica 5 times, each in a row. If our action includes the index variable, which is generally denoted by I, then we write the lower and upper value of the index variable between these curly brackets. For example, if we want to print the integers from 1 to 10, then the code will be like this. Here I starts from 1 and ends in 5. Now, we will look into the command, append to. The command, append to, is used to include a number or a list in another list that was created previously. For example, we define a list, L, whose elements are 1, 3, and 5. And we want the number, 7, to be included in the list, L, and for this, we write the following command. Now, let's move into the main program. First, we define a list named, n, where we are going to generate a list of 50 random integers, within the range 1 to 200, using the command random integer. Now, we define 2 empty lists, one is P, where we are going to put the prime numbers, and the other is C, where we are going to put the composite numbers. Now, we are going to use a loop, namely the do loop, where the index I will start from 1, and ends up in 50, which is the length of the list n. the length command actually returns the total number of elements in a list. And here, we are going to check each of the elements in the list n, whether it is prime or not. And for this, we are going to use the if, and the prime q command. If the element is prime, then we will append it to the list p, and otherwise in the list c. That is, all the prime numbers will go into the p list one by one, while all the composite numbers will go into the c list. Now, as you can see, the list P contains all the prime numbers of the n list, and the list C contains all the composite numbers of the n list. As we had said, we will put the primes and composite numbers in different color, so for that, we will use the style command, which allows to manipulate the font of the numbers in a list in different style. So to use the style command, we will just put the elements within the style command, and add necessary styles such as bold, and mention the color's name, that is which color I want the elements of my list to be. Here, I have chosen the color blue, for the prime numbers, and the color red, for the composite numbers. However, you can choose the color according to your taste and choice.